It's been a little while since we've recorded a video of me like driving and using this old camera, so if quality is down for a little bit here, I'm using the old camera because I want to do a little bit of a driving video today because I had something I wanted to talk about today that kind of upset me and broke my expectations. What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Right now it's early in the morning for me, so if I look tired, well, because I am. So over the weekend, now I was gonna make this video like the Wednesday video, but then my car started having issues, so I'm making it today. But over the weekend, I went to Subaru WinterFest 2020, and I gotta tell you, that was one of the most disappointing car event things I've ever been to in my entire life. So you go online and you read the description and it looks like a fantastic time. My friend was like, oh, I'll drive up, we'll go to this. He was doing some research on it. He's like, man, this looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. So the way online it seemed to be was there was gonna be kind of a sort of a car show sort of thing, a bunch of free giveaways, a bunch of concerts, a bunch of free food, and just a lot of activities and a lot of things to do. And that is exactly how they explained it. If you go on their website, they didn't mention the car show, but you know, it's a Subaru WinterFest, and they said, bring your Subarus, park in this certain lot, it's gonna be a great time. So this event was a good 2 hours away from my house, and I was like, you know what, I don't care, I'll make the drive, it should be fun, I'm excited to do this, because I don't really go to car shows because of working and stuff. With my old job, I never really had a chance to. With my new job, I only work every other weekend, and this just happened to be on a weekend that I had off. So I was like, you know what, let's do it. My friend was like, yeah, I'll come up, it's gonna be a great time, we'll just spend the day just looking at Subarus and having a fun time. So we're pulling up to this location, and you see like 4 or 5 like modified Subarus like coming down. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a cool thing. Like, those Subarus, they don't look normal because they're modified and they look good. I was like, man, this is gonna be like a good car show. Hopefully I can get some followers through it. Hopefully I can talk some good car talk with people. I like Subaru things. So we're pulling up to the mountain. This is at the Jack Frost Big Boulder location. Pulling up to the mountain, see some more Foresters that were modified and some WRXs that are modified coming down the mountain. I'm like, okay. Well, my friend goes, I think there's a reason why they're leaving, but we're gonna find out. As we're driving in front of the snow resort, we're looking around and I don't see one Subaru thing at all. There's no Subarus parked outside, there's no tents. The only Subaru I see as we're driving up is one company vehicle that says like the dealership was from. I'm like, okay, well, it looks like there's something here, but it's not very like prominent, and they didn't advertise it around the mountain at all. So the next step we had to do was find parking, because on the description of the website it says everything is on the snow. I said, okay, well, let's go find some parking. We'll make our way to the snow. So looking through the parking lots, I'm not seeing any Subarus at all. So I'm thinking, okay, well, looks like the car show part of this is either on the snow in a back lot, or they're not having a car show at all. So we get to like probably the farthest lot, because this place is absolutely packed. So we get to like the back lot, and we're walking up, and I see 2 modified cars. I see an older STI and a newer WRX that was just a little bit lower. So the part of the car show that my friend said that he saw on the Facebook group chat things, that part already was a false statement, and there was no Subarus like in general. I'm not sure if a lot of people that drove Subarus just didn't know about the event, or they just didn't show up, or it was bad timing, or something like that. But there was absolutely no Subarus there. So that was part 1 of the disappointing process of my experience. So we start walking up, not seeing Subarus. We walk up to the snow, and we see the Subaru Village, or whatever the hell they called it. And I'm looking at it and I see like 3 tents and a big stage, and I said, okay, well, it should be fun anyways. Let's see, like, they said there'd be a lot of activities to do here. So we walk up, and I was planning to vlog here, And the reason I didn't was because we go up and there's literally 6 tents, maybe 5. 2 of them had coffee. One was like selling shirts. One was selling tickets to get discounts. And that was pretty much it. There was nothing there. It was just these like 5 or 6 tents with coffee and having to buy merch and stuff, which was like a huge disappointment because there was no activities like they said there was going to be, and there was nothing going on there at all. So they said it'd be a day full of concerts, and there'd be a bunch of free giveaways, and there'd be all sorts of stuff like that. Everything was so like, everything was on a time schedule, and the way this time schedule worked, it was just so spaced out, and I didn't want to be there anymore. So the one chat I saw, people were saying, oh, it's just kind of a snowboarding event with Subaru stuff and they'll give you free stuff. There was no free stuff anywhere. I didn't see anyone rocking anything with Subaru or anything on it, and everything cost money, and like a decent amount of it. They were selling shirts for like 35, 40 bucks because it said like Subaru WinterFest on it, and it was like a different, like a shirt you can't really find other places, so they marked them all up, and it wasn't fun. Now going back to the whole time schedule, we got there probably around 11. The event started at 8, but I was a little bit hungover, and I didn't really want to get there that early because of a situation like this. If it's not fun, I don't want to be there earlier than I was supposed to. So we get there at 11, and the first thing didn't even start until 12, and they were like, oh, we're giving away s'mores. I'm like, okay, well, that's not even like exciting. And then they're like, okay, we'll do a drawing at 2:30, and then at 3:30 we'll have our concert for like 30 minutes, and then we're done at 4. That's like not a day full of activities. It's like sporadic things that are like too spaced out and make you not want to be there at all. If I knew none of the stuff was gonna happen there, I wouldn't have gone. So I wasted like 4 hours driving there and back, and there was literally nothing going on that was like advertised. Now, the car show part, yeah, that wasn't really advertised, but my friend said he joined a few groups that were talking about it, and they said they were beat one. So that part was disappointing, but it wasn't the end of the world. The rest of it, there was no Subarus on the snow. There was like one Outback, and that was it. I would hope, you know, they're gonna show off some like maybe snow demonstrations, because, you know, Subarus are really good in the snow. There was no driving experiences, nothing really fun at all. It was just like a pop-up booth to sell merch that was like overly priced and really expensive, and it was like kind of a waste of time. Now, if they maybe had like lift tickets that were like discounted if you drove a Subaru, like that would make something more worthwhile. But everything was full price that day, and they had no discounts going on. So I was like, I'm not gonna go snowboarding because I'm not spending $75 on stuff. It was just all in all not a fun time at all. When they said they had free hot beverages and snacks, I don't think that was like even close to what you would consider that. Yeah, they had coffee and hot chocolate, which is that's a free hot beverage. That's exactly what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting anything more than that. I don't think there would be anything more than that. But they were giving out like these tiny ass cups of it, so I wasn't gonna wait in a 10-person line to get that just because it's free. And then free snacks, the only thing they had was those s'mores at like 2:30. And I don't know, I was expecting maybe a little bit more than that. But I just expected a lot more out of the event. Like more things to do, more things to look at. Like maybe make at least an hour of it and not make it a 10-minute, I'm here, that's everything, I want to go home. Because that's exactly what it was. I walked around, I tried getting the most out of the experience as I could because I was there. I drove 2 hours to get there, so I was like, I'm gonna try to make it an experience. It just really wasn't anything what I expected, and it was like in a bad way. So let's say it happens again next year, which it most likely will, and you want to go, make it a snowboarding trip and plan your weekend around snowboarding, and don't make it a point to even visit the Subaru thing because it wasn't even worth going. Like if you're snowboarding and you want to take a mini break and you want to, I don't even know why you would even want to stop there. There was literally nothing there. Maybe for the concert part of it that I left before that because I wasn't going to stay there for an extra 4 hours and wait for these two things to happen. Maybe that would be worth it, but to me, I didn't have fun at all there, and I got there and just my heart like sank because me and my friend made this whole weekend around it, and there was absolutely nothing to do there. So if Subaru sees this, still like you guys, but your WinterFest, I didn't like that. If you guys went to it and had a good time, please share your experience with me, because personally I had a horrible time and I kind of regret going. And I don't like to regret things because regretting things just leads to disappointment, but that was definitely a disappointing thing and it sucked. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave my rant off here because I've been ranting for probably too long at this point. But if you guys just please do me a favor, comment, like, subscribe on this video, that'd be super dope. Sorry if this was a Debbie Downer, but life happens and it does that. So if you guys could please just comment, like, subscribe, keep doing you, keep doing all that fun stuff, keep doing you. I just said that. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Peace.